Alright, so game 2, we're versing Victoria.
Yep, Fortune. So I pass and I'll use a Matt as well, hi. Yep, we're going Fortune and I've had a peril, so I'll use a warp charge.
Keep going, man, I'll trust you. So I'm versing Seer Council, and a bunch of other guys here.
I'm going to guide the Venom.
This is my deployment. So because we're scaring, we've got 4, 2, 2. So I've actually got more on my side, and that's the deployment. I've got deep striking Hive Tyranids. Alright, so versing Matt again and his Seer Council. So if you remember, I versed him in Australian Masters. A little bit different list, but same idea. Crazy Seer Council. He's just deployed there. You saw in the intro that the I've got the bonuses in terms of VPs. So I've got the 4-2-2 compared to the 3-3-1. So theoretically, if I don't give up first blood, or sorry, if I get first blood and I can hold my 3 objectives, I should be able to win. I think that's right. Yeah. So if I get first blood, because he'll get line breaker, but if I get first blood and I don't give up Warlord, and a whole bunch of stuff has happened, I could go first. No, I could win. And so with that thinking, I decided to actually deep strike my crones. The thinking there was I'd deep strike. The crones can score as well. I'd hopefully burn the jet bike squads because they're his scoring, and maybe cause some of them to run away or something like that. But thinking back now, I don't think that was actually the right play. I think I should have just kept them on the board and then flown them off turn 1. Yes, one of them may have died from the 2 wave serpents. Probably not. If I was really worried about that, I'd just go in reserves anyway. I was trying something out, thinking, because the crones in this mission, because it's scouring, are a bit of a liability. I have to make sure that they don't die. And I can just see it happening if they're flying up, that they've got a better chance of dying rather than dropping in the back. That was the thinking. And I'm thinking through this stuff right now, but I believe it's incorrect. I believe I should have just flown on and play a really defensive game. But the thing about Eldar, and you see in this game and also the next game against David, Eldar can do defensive way better than just about any army. Especially because Matt, it took him the very last roll, but he did get Fortune. And without it, we worked out he'd lose 6 of the Seer Council in the first 2 turns. I'm just coming up here now, and you can see I've got my Prime, who's the Warlord, right in the middle there, and I've done slightly incorrect. What's it called? Like the lookout sirs and the shooting and things like that, and I underestimated, I guess, the shooting from that Seer Council. So the plan, my idea was right in that I'd get everyone in Shadows of the Warp, make it so he would have very little powers up, and then the next turn, if he was within charge distance, charge him. That was the plan. Unfortunately, Matt does really clever focus fire and rending and stuff like that. You can see here he's lining it up so nothing's getting cover save. He can then focus fire, all the things. I then have to start looking out sir and all that type of stuff. Really clever. I gotta say, Sky Shield landing pads annoy the crap out of me. I've used them as well, and I think they're a little bit too good for what they can do. 3+ cover, a huge footprint. You can hide 2 wave serpents under there. The wave serpents ignore the cover in essence because they're shooting and they're not. I'm not getting any cover from the Sky Shield, but from any angle they're getting 25% from any of the legs. It just with what's it called? Eldrad's Warlord trait to give stealth for 1 turn, as you know, anything within 12. It just makes it so powerful. It's sometimes I'm really that salty about it. It's just I think they do it really, really well as a defensive list, and it just makes me think about like what I'm going to be doing in the future, because I can definitely see more and more Eldar being played, and what, as a Tyranid player, what do I need to do to counter it, I guess. Anyway, my crones, they come in. Unfortunately, one of them mishaps and dies on the roll of a 1, and then the other 2 scatter wildly. Matt, knowing where the right targets are, pulls everything back, deals with the crones. I fail my grounding checks very, very quickly, and he kills them. The crones aren't that hard to kill, especially if they're on the ground. And then he turns back. We're getting near the end of the game here. He knows that he can, contest and all that. And I said, "Look, you've won here. I guess I'm going to just try and take a couple of pot shots at the middle squad with the objective. If I make him run, because I went second. If I make him run, theoretically I can win. But I have to firstly kill one of the guys. He has to fail one of his saves, fail his leadership check, and run off.